I gotta address my conference, the SEC. Not only have I said this was the best conference in college football, but a lot of other people who said this has been the best conference in college football, and you can't deny it. We're talking since what 2020, 2005, 2006, maybe. We talking what 17 years, and we talking championships left and right for the SEC. Florida winning two, LSU wins two, Alabama. Who knows how many Alabama won in this time period? Georgia has won. Georgia has won back to back. So that's six between Florida, LSU, and Georgia. That's already six. I probably believe Alabama got at least six out of that. So so we talking out of 17 years, 12 of them was SEC champions. 12. You had your Florida State 1 year. You had Clemson twice. Okay, that's three. You had, let's see, who else? Who else won one? Ohio State won it the first year of the college football playoff. The um, Ohio State Buckeyes won it. That's four. So I mean, outside of them three teams, who else has won a national championship in that time period? Nobody. So yes, the SEC gets crowned the best conference in college football. Unfortunately, that's not been the case this year, ladies and gentlemen. These are all the key SEC games that have taken place in the first 2 weeks of the season. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, those of you who are watching on YouTube, those of you who are listening to the audio, the SEC is 3-6 in Power Five matchups. They are 1-2 in ranked matchups. This is the Southeastern Conference we're talking about here. And they are 3-6 in Power Five matchups. They are 1-4 against the Atlantic Coast Conference, or known as the ACC. Florida State dropped 45 on LSU. South Carolina got home they let North Carolina home 31 on them. We just talked about Miami and Texas A&M with Miami home 48 on Texas A&M. That's three SEC versus ACC matchups right there. Okay, the lone win for the SEC is Tennessee beating up on Virginia, and now we know that Virginia ain't know what it. We don't know what Virginia is because they came back the following week, home opener. Did a special thing for the victim shot. And then they get beat by James Madison. So we don't know who Virginia is right now, albeit respectfully. And then Wake Forest defends home turf against Vanderbilt, which it is Vanderbilt, by the way. So it counts against us, but it's Vanderbilt. Nevertheless, 1-4 against the ACC, and then you're 2-1 against the Pac-12 because one Utah got paid back on Florida to open the season, but yet you have a Michigan State team who had to take it to overtime to beat Arizona, and Arizona turned the ball over 5 times. Why do you have to win in overtime when the other team has turned the ball over 5 times? That don't make sense to me. What are you doing? And you at home in Starksville, Mississippi. Don't make any sense. And then I get it. Auburn from all the way from Alabama all the way to Cal Berkeley to take on the California Golden Bears. I get it's a long trip to the West Coast and whatnot, but it's Cal. It's the Cal Bears, and you can only put up 14 points on the Cal Bears, but you won though. You won. I give you that. You won, but you can only put up 14 points against the California Bears, and you win 14-10. Really, really. And then you have Texas whoop it up on Alabama, as we just talked about, and Quinn Ayers picked the secondary part of Alabama. And matter of fact, the D line they couldn't even touch him because he didn't even get sacked in that damn game. So the SEC is losing their freaking power right now. Okay, and it doesn't make any sense to me. And shout out to Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss winning their ranked versus ranked matchup against Tulane. But even though that's an American team, but Tulane wasn't a New Year's Six, but when they beat USC in that bowl game, by the way. So yeah, shout out to Lane Kiffin for that. Shout out to Tennessee for winning, and the yeah, Mississippi State and Auburn, y'all disgust me right now. But nevertheless, this conference is getting obliterated left and right, and it's not even funny right no more. It's not. This is literally happening in the Southeastern Conference right now. There's some problems in the Southeastern Conference right now, and I don't think people are paying attention. This is a problematic. Well, so I say not paying attention. A lot of people are paying attention because the ACC has been dominant for so damn long. It's like the fall is happening, and everybody's rejoicing. Look at these losses. Look at it. Outside of Florida giving up 24 points to Utah in a losing effort, we're talking 45 by Florida State, 36 by Wake Forest, 31 by North Carolina, 48 by Miami, 34 by Texas. The SEC has been known to be physical and dominant. You don't score 30 when you play an SEC team. Well, not this year. But all these losses that I got on the screen right here, all but one scored over 30. And the only team that didn't score over 30 is Utah against Florida. And they still call that a dominating victory, even though it's only a 13-point win.